Starting off on the daily chart. I haven't got my markings on this account, so we'll just go through it from scratch. So looking over yesterday's candle, which was Wednesday the 6th. Today is the 7th of September 2023. We've seen a little bit of a mixed candle there. We had a push up and a push down throughout the day. Most of that happened within the New York session. As we know, London and Asia was a bit of a consolidating session. So let's jump down to the 1 hour chart and see what today has brung us. We were still bearish with our overall bias on the daily chart. If we just quickly skip back up to that, due to these lows not being taken out down here. So we'd have been targeting this daily low here from back at the 6th of June. And we still haven't quite made it down to that at the moment. We've had a push down today, a nice bearish candle. And we'll have a look at price action that formed today. I'm going to be basing that just on the EU chart today. As I was away from charts, so I didn't actually look during the day. Okay, so if we're looking from where have we got? We've got our New York session starting here until not New York, sorry. We've got our Asia session here. So we'd have been looking for a sweep of one side for our entry model in London. And we was bearish overall on the daily bias, so we didn't see what we would have been looking for going into Asia session, well, coming out of Asia session into London. We'd have liked to see a move up like that, something like that form, not quite like that, but something like that, with a break of market structure shift and then some sort of model with confluence to get into a trade. We didn't quite see that today anyway, so we've had quite a bearish day. Going into the lower time frames, 15 minutes. Yeah, we sort of had a bit of a slower day, but it was kind of to be expected after yesterday's big moves with the news. Of course, there was still nice room for trades here, especially if you was bearish. You know, going into it with a bearish mindset, if you wasn't looking for a sweep of any area, you could have took this sweep up here during the Asia session. You could have took this sweep and this market structure shift with this pullback as your entry, and then traded down throughout the day. And I'm sure if you actually pull up a fib with OTE, you probably will get an entry on the 62% retracement level, or it's going to be in and around that area. Yep, and as you can see, you would have whipped just. I can clear this now because we know where the session is. Would we have tapped? Oof, it would have been awfully close as a tap, but we could have also took confluence off the fact that we had a OB here, an OB there, and we also had a couple of fair value gaps form here on this nice bearish candle down. So we could have there was multiple confluences to why we wanted to come down, as we knew from the higher time frame. There's also entry points here. So being the way I trade anyways, I would have had my entry just below the 62% due to spread. So probably would have caught that trade. Let's clear the fib off now. We know roughly where you would have took the trade from. Probably would have been about, off the OTE, we probably would have dropped 5 pips down, so about 255. And I think we'd literally maybe just tapped him. And that would have been purely off of experience, knowing that having my pip sorry, having my entry set with my spreads. So could have definitely took out. Oh, clear that off. You would definitely have took out previous day's lows, which we can see. Could have took a 3R trade, or you could have just gone for your simple 1 to 2R, which you would have caught near enough off the low that we set after the market structure shift. So yeah, you could have took 2R here, just targeting these lows, and you'd have had a quick trade there. You'd have had a trade that would have won within an hour, so that would have been a nice trade. And I'm sure you probably could have had more pullback areas here, but yeah, market is in a position where I would like it to go lower and take out them previous day's lows from way back in June. But looking on the daily candle, there's definitely reason for it to pull back. It's left behind an awful lot of areas where people's stops will be sitting. We have this fair value gap in here. We have this fair value gap in here. So yeah, there's areas where the market might want to trade back into at some point, but ideally I'd prefer if the week would end strong, take these lows, and then maybe come up either to trade lower or to smash back through that to trade higher and start taking out buy side that's been left for the last week or so. Anyways, yeah, that was my little review on price action today and what I'm expecting going into tomorrow and the following week.